Yes, it's Johnny Rotten.
This is a Countdown magazine here, and it's just absolute nonsense like this show.
Before we begin, can we just get a shot of it, please? Can we acknowledge how amazing it is to finally have this shot together at last?
We've loved every second of it.
Well, I know how this shot came about because we asked you to come on the show, but how did this come about that you were working together again?
Well, Stephen Elliott
is
to blame.
Yeah.
Blame.
Yeah, I don't know who he asked first, but it was a... Well, we were at Cannes.
Let's work it out now.
Exactly. It was on the 14th of March. No, but we saw each other at the Cannes Film Festival about 2 or 3 years ago after not seeing each other for about 17 years or something.
Yeah, it was a while between drinks.
And at that Cannes Film Festival, our producer, Al Clark, was also sort of speaking to people about the film as well. So we both knew it was in the works and it came about.
Yeah, it was so exciting.
Here we are.
And what a fabulous film. The art direction is brilliant too.
Isn't it incredible?
It's Lizzie Gardner, did she do it?
She
Lizzie
did the
did the costumes and Colin Gibson did our art direction. It's
Everything.
just great.
And the little things that are noticed, eating Perkins paste, every family having a fat Labrador. Did it bring back memories of your childhood as you did it?
Yeah, a lot of, mission brown paint in the backyard and orange glassware. I mean, literally, our job was made kind of easy because what you were wearing and the environment you stepped into, it was all really there. They were real houses.
We wasted a lot of time every time we got onto set because we'd spend 10 minutes going, I had one of those. Get on with the shoot, everybody,
But it's part of the fun of the movie, watching that, And what I loved about it is it kind of takes the piss out of how we were and also what we've become. Like, as kids, would you prefer 70s parents or 21st century parents?
70s parents!
I mean, parents these days are so involved in everything, aren't they, in a way, which is great, I guess. But, the freedom that we had as kids was fantastic.
I mean, if you had a 20... You sent away with a 20 cent if you were lucky. If you got in trouble, you're probably not going to be near a phone box. Right?
Yeah, that's right, Well, I also remember how good rumpus rooms were. You remember they just loaded us in the rumpus rooms?
That's right.
And kids just ran wild.
And you were longer in the rumpus room or upstairs or wherever if the parents had the after-dinner mints out, it was going to be a late night, wasn't it?
I just felt like there was always some dinner going on, and that's right, we were separated in a different room, but it was all about stealing the after-dinner mints.
But so I kind of feel like watching the movie, it could only be in the 70s. Like, it's like the 70s itself is the main character of the film.
Actually, you're right,
Well, there's definitely a kind of a breakout difference, I think, for parenting, particularly after the 50s and the 60s, what sort of changed through there. And I think a lot of parents kind of went, OK, we're free to do whatever we want. We don't quite know what that is, and particularly in Australia, we certainly don't quite know what that is. We're trying to do what they're doing in America and Europe, but here's our version of it. And then things changed in the 80s.
And the kids were actually, in the end, despite all their indiscretions, more responsible than the parents in this case.
And how good are above-ground pools with the flimsy...
We had that, and then
safe.
there'd be a leak and your dad would get the tyre fixed. My parents now, so my dad says, you probably could have walked across that pool. There was so much just junk and dirt and kids and
Junk, yes,
stuff.
of course.
And it's not often that you guys get to enjoy a really Aussie ochre accent. Like, was that liberating?
Yeah, it's great fun. I mean, it's always fun to do something extreme and doing that. And working with Stefan, obviously, because when you're filming, he's just yelling stuff out at you as you're filming. Say this now, say that! All right then. So you just sort of end up improvising and, saying the most ridiculous things, and they call cut, and you think, wow, I said that. Is that going to end up in the movie? Yes, that's in the movie. OK. There it is.
Well, we're going to have more Kylie and Guy after the break, so stay with us.
Coming up soon, we've got some special overseas artists dropping in. They're Scottish, actually, so if you can guess that.
Hey, Kylie, how's your Japanese?
Sushi, teriyaki, raw fish.
The project, and a big welcome back to Kylie Minogue and Guy Pearce.
Just say one of your Christmas songs there, Kylie. To be honest, do you get your Christmas album out? That the Minogues all listen to Kylie's Christmas album?
No, I don't. No, we haven't. But when I landed at Sydney Airport a few days ago, the It was the first song I heard playing.
Oh, really?
It's at random. That's
great.
Do you play Kylie's Christmas album?
At Easter, every holiday.
Every holiday.
You were just saying, because the blue light disco features in Surfing Safari, which we all love.
Swinging Safari.
Swinging Safari. Swinging Safari.
You can go surfing or swinging.
We'll stick with the swinging for this one. You told me you visited blue light discos for.
Well, when we were doing Neighbours, that we were offered to sort of do these appearances at blue light discos or Nunawading Skate Ranch or Frankston Skate Ranch. Just like you get paid your couple of $100 cash to turn up to these things bogan kind of functions. Hilarious.
Hey, Nunawading's my hood, buddy.
Mine too, but they were pretty bogany and they were pretty great. Like they were a lot of fun, but they were pretty mad. There was actually a knifing that happened one night. I think I was at...
I knew I recognised him!
I was at Frankston Skate Ranch and something had happened with a bunch of knives up at Nunawading Skate Ranch and the security guys all left, so there was no security at Frankston and it was, it was
We
mayhem.
need to do a film about
mayhem
the
in blue light disco.
The Neighbours cast is on stage going,
We're out of here.
Hey, speaking of Neighbours, 30 years since you guys were on screen together. Now, we've got a super fan in the project office and he brought in this card, Guy, from your first year being on Neighbours. Kylie, do you remember when Guy looked like that?
I don't know if you had that face so often, but I do remember you looking like that.
Yeah.
He's only got better. No, he's only got better. Look at you. Can I see it?
No.
And you signed it. Did he sign it then?
Yeah.
Yeah, the signature's improved at least as well.
What a spunk.
Wow.
Yeah, Guy looks thrilled at that.
But I
No.
I remember when we did these that we didn't know what to do. Like I've probably got a similar expression on my fan card from
You
that
could
time.
really ask, what's that thing?
Yeah, what is that?
What is it?
just a handle for some...
I think it's in the coffee shop. I think it's some sort of,
it's a barista.
but it's... Why didn't I question that when we had the photos? I don't want to stand next to this thing.
Hey, so Neighbours obviously keeps going on, right? Are you guys aware that your characters have backstories that are kind of still churning on in the back? Do you know what Charlene and Mike are currently up
I
to?
watch the show every night while I eat. How can you even assume that I wouldn't know what's going on in Ramsay Street?
Do you know what Mike's doing? Do you know what
I
no
know
idea.
that Charlene has a child, two children.
Yeah,
yes,
with Scott.
that's it. That's all I know.
So apparently Charlene lives in Brisbane now.
She's still in Brisbane. Yeah.
And then and Mike moved to WA to nurse his mum after a plane crash. I don't know what's happened after. I don't know if you're still in WA or not.
No, me either.
So you don't watch it every
I'll find out.
Sounds like you're quite invested in the character.
That's right, the backstory thing.
You've really left Mike behind, haven't
A little bit.
Well, you see that the perm is coming back next year. Are you gonna get behind that movement?
I should, shouldn't I? Really?
Oh, there it is.
That's 3 hairstyles in one. Yeah. So if you're unsure, you can go a bit of a. I like that curls are coming back.
I just want to burst into Suddenly by Angry Anderson.
Suddenly, every part of me wants to know every part of you.
Did Angry ever have a perm beforehand?
It doesn't exist on film anyway.
Of course, singing. You'd be #1 guest singing at every gay marriage about to happen in Australia. Are you going to come back and sing at all the weddings? Are you going to come back and join us in Oz?
At every gay wedding.
Okay, I'll work something out. I will. I mean,
Certainly the man who kept this for 30 years might want to be. Might want to book you. He just might.
you might.
Definitely.
He might.
And Kylie, you have a bit of a buzz because we've got a photo of you with Sir Paul McCartney from last week. Was that a massive? You know him well. Was it a massive highlight?
I've met him a few times. I know one of his daughters, Stella, pretty well in London, and the show was amazing. And he's a legend. So I cozied up to him.
Swinging Safari is out on the 18th of January. Would you please thank Kylie Minogue and Guy Pearce?
The song is doing fantastically in Sydney, so why don't you all guys in Australia get out there and listen to that one. It's great.
And don't go away because we've got Matt Moffat's new single coming up.
But now we've got the US Top 5, so take it away, Gavin.
Well, here we are.
Millie's my favourite. Look how calm she is as well.